Hi, I'm Claire. I'm Dr. Claire, and I'm your listening partner. Thanks for coming to my kitchen today. Did you know that something that is just about every kitchen anywhere is a common ingredient, and it can help you remember how to be a better listener? Let's see what I've got over here. Let's see. I've got sea salt, Himalayan salt. Oh, and the little girl with the umbrella salts up there on the top shelf. Salt. That's a way to remember to be a better listener. So many times we assume that what we're trying to say is communicated to the other person. And when that happens, we miss the connection so many times. Think about it. How many times, as you've been in a conversation, you've been busy creating your response rather than listening to the other person? It's something we all do, but it's a habit that you can break, and it's an important habit to break. So these are 4 steps to be a better listener. Think of the word SALT. What's the first step? Smile. What does a smile convey? It tells the other person that you're a safe person, you are ready to engage, you want to reach out to them and connect. And after you smile, then make a little eye contact. The next thing is to ask questions. Now, not just any questions. There are open questions and closed ones. The closed ones kind of shut the conversation down. Open ones keep the conversation going. An open question is one that you can't respond to just yes or no, and it's one you don't know the answer to. Think about a conversation with a friend. Come up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, the normal script, or what we expect, is for them to say, "Oh, I'm fine, and how are you?" I mean, that's kind of a common discourse, let's say. But what happens if you say, "Hey, how are you doing?" and your friend says, "Oh my goodness, it's been a terrible morning. I overslept. I opened the refrigerator. It fell on my foot." And well, there's 2 different ways you can respond. One is, "Oh, I'm sorry." Well, that closes down the conversation. But if you said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Then what happened?" Or "Tell me more," then you are opening the conversation to a deeper connection. And then the next step is L, listen. So many times we hear what we expect to hear instead of what the other person is saying. So if you focus on what they're saying, then in response, you use whatever they said and include it in your next statement. They say, "Well, then I called the repairman," and then, so that continues the conversation. And it's carried on the questions that the listener is asking. And T is for trust. Trust that this process is going to work. But also T is for try again. That's what we want to do, is to keep the conversation going. Question, listen, response. Question, listen, response. Think about being on a traffic circle, and each question carries you around the corner again. You listen, then to the response, then you ask questions, it begins again. But unlike traffic circles, you're not stuck forever, because in the conversation you'll feel it. There is a natural exit. And it's at that point that the conversation closes down. So SALT, something as simple as salt, can help you remember to be a better listener. Smile, ask questions, listen, and try it again. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you for listening. And if this spoke to you, please consider hitting the like button. And if you know of anyone else who might have a need for this or similar information, please share this video. And if you like this, please check out these other videos.